You think you know somebody. You've hung out with them. They hung out with your children. Little did you know they had a thing for your husband. And, you still didn't know. When all of a sudden your children start having problems. Now, see, you still don't think about it because you think this person's your friend. But they're getting all buddy-buddy with your husband. Come to find out, they knew your husband before you. That don't mean they come before your children. And then they've literally got on YouTube and admitted it when my husband made the comment that he was still married at the time. If I can't have you, nobody can. These women made their choice to say, well, if that was the way it was going to be, that they would have to get rid of your children so that you would get with them. Now, where was you as a man to tell these women, don't mess with my children. Don't cross that path. Now, this woman has admitted that her and her friends have made this decision, and this was in 2007. And you made plans to fraud in a court. You've admitted that you came into my home and sent fake children's services. You understand? You was fake because you lied in a courthouse simply to get rid of my children. Then you, years later, in 2016, have told me that you set my children in a house on fire. Now, that was just one scenario. Now, would you like to explain to Alan Gale Estep how you called me in 2016 and let me know that you murdered my children while I was living in Coshocton, 43316 Jackson Township Road? Now, he needs to understand this because you, later on, in 2022, have admitted that when he said that if he couldn't have me, nobody could, you took it upon yourselves. And you said it was through the Red Witch community and the Black Witch community, because somebody else made a comment. You had a bunch of teenagers also attack 3 innocent children, supposedly. But you also falsified within a court. What was your excuses? I'll tell you what your excuses was. One of the women literally made the comment, well, I was going to college and I needed the money to go through my college. You didn't need somebody else's children. That's a falsified court. You understand? You falsified within children's services. And I couldn't tell you the severity of other things that you have sent me, like you have admitted to raping my oldest son. You've admitted to raping my second oldest son, letting people rape my daughter that is next to my second oldest son, and then the abuse and breaking my son's back, my fourth oldest son, on live TV. And then your friend, Alan, has the nerve to say, here's your second chance. This woman, if she remembered me, she got a dog off of me. It wasn't Alan's dog, sweetheart. It was my dog. I raised it. I trained it. Now, that's just for the dog, because it's part of my children as well. Now, later on in 2022, on YouTube, so you better start looking, this woman has admitted that y'all, as friends, old friends of Alan's, Gail Estep, you have admitted to congregating and making the decision to get rid of my children and got on live TV with these teenagers, which is now adults, admitting to attacking my children. Then you've admitted to attacking my youngest daughter.
Where's my husband?
That has nothing to do with you. And I've asked again, where's my child? Because you had no rights to the child. If you would have checked archives, you had no rights to the child in the first place. I had papers sent in Maryland because of the harassment of children's services when I was a child. Then I did it in Columbus. That was in 2011 because of the harassment of children's services, stalking me, harassing me, wanting to take my child because she's under the name Estep as well. If you check archives in OSU, you got on live TV asking for body parts. My child ain't part of your body parts situation.
Come to terms with what happened.
You have kidnapped Delilah Jade Smith.
That people took.
You had no rights to this child.
Turned them into something.
Tried to tell you ahead of time, but you didn't listen.
You said,
have a good day.
in a better place.